Hello, everybody. How are you? Great to be here as always. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today is Tuesday, the 10th of June. Apologies for putting Wednesday, the 10th of June. Did it very early. So that's my excuse, and I'm going to stick with it. I did edit it afterwards. But I hope everybody's doing well out there. Big congratulations to Zachary DeGarmo today. Did such a good job, didn't he? Been on, and very nice to see Marty there as well a little bit later on. Well done, Chris, for getting all the people on that you do at the moment. It's great, isn't it, to see so many different people talking about their excitement, about what's happening, about where they're going, etc. So keep up good work, everybody. You're all doing an absolutely sterling job for coming on and talking with Chris. Let's just bring you up to date on Passive Wise. Nothing new OES. Log in on a daily basis. Okay, make sure that you do that. That's where the information is going to be. If we hear anything before a pop-up from our CEO, we will obviously bring you that news as well. But for now, please just log in on a daily basis, and then you'll be certainly up to date. I really am trying to bring something to the table on a daily basis. Something that is going to be of help and certainly of use to you guys when we get going again. All of these things that I'm researching, all of these things that I'm bringing to the table at the moment, I really do. I do it because I think that they're going to help you enormously moving forward into the next phase of this business. All of these sort of things that I'm doing right now are proven to work. They're not something I'm making up. They're something I researched and bring to the table for you guys. They are documented. You can research them yourself. But if you start understanding how important they are for an online business, then you will start understanding that you really have got a little bit of work to do for yourselves as well. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here, is to do that. With that in mind, this topic that I've got for you, I really absolutely loved diving into, and it might be something that I might expand, but we are going to go through it. So what really is needed in business to be successful online? Okay, online businesses, they're not a new thing. They've been around for an awful long time in one way, shape, or form. But there's certainly factors that are part of success online. Now, online businesses aren't completely different to normal businesses offline, but you certainly need to have different tools in your box to make it more successful. Why? Because for a number one reason is you are not reliant on what they call footfall, right? A natural business offline relies very heavily on what they call footfall, which is basically people walking past the front of their business. That's equivalent of your online business having eyes on your products and services. But the mechanics of how businesses work are very similar, but you have to look at different ways of diversifying to be successful. So let's have a little look then at some of the factors that are certainly involved in being successful in any business online. And to succeed, you need a strong combination of these factors as well. It's not just one thing, it's a combination of them. One of them is a well-defined business plan. Now, we specifically, with what we are going to have in this next phase, don't necessarily need to have a defined specific business plan. Why? Because we are actually, I suppose, metaphorically piggybacking what our CEO is doing with the business that we are going to be entering. He has a business plan for the success of what we are going to be part of. We can do our own part by having a plan for our own part of the business within where we are going to go. Also, we need to have effective market strategies. This goes for the corporate side, and it also needs to be for ourselves as well. We have spoken, haven't we, about different market strategies that are out there at the moment. I specifically went down the AI marketing strategy and expanded that because I firmly believe that that is going to be the way forward in some way, shape, or form. Whether that is going to be integrate into is going to be part of what we see, or it's going to be something that we will have to do. We don't know yet. But one thing's for sure, having a good marketing strategy is certainly key to being successful online. It is one of those parts that you need to understand and instigate for your success. Also, a user-friendly website, hugely important. If you remember, I was talking about SEO the other day, search engine optimization. What was one of the key elements of having a successful SEO on a search engine was that user experience that people have on your website. It makes a huge amount of difference if people spend time on your website so that they then get the analytics, push you up the scale, because it's all part and parcel. All of these things that I'm bringing to the table, they all have their part to play as far as the success of your business. And the last one that is very crucial, of course, is to focus on customer satisfaction. I really believe that the more satisfied your customers are, I believe the more happier they're going to be, the more confident they're going to be with you, aligning them with your products and services, and that increases your ability of making sales to the customers. If they are happy, if they are satisfied with what you are doing, what you are selling, and that goes towards the corporate end, because they're going to produce the products and services that we will be reselling. And if they are of a standard that the customer is very happy with, guess what? That is part of your job, that you have introduced them to something they are going to be satisfied with. So let's start breaking these down a little bit more. So let's have a look at the business planning and strategic part of what you are trying to achieve. Market research really is up there with understanding your target audience, their needs, and the competitive landscape of where you are going to place your products and services compared to other people. It really is essential. I am convinced and I am sure that our CEO knows who his competitors are and how he is fitting in to that strategy of where he is going to be within that marketplace. You've heard him talk already that what we are going to be bringing to the table is very disruptive. It is going to change an awful lot of people's ideas of how things are going to work, all because he's already looked at where we are within the marketplace. It's actually, for him, almost the most important part, because some of the products and services that we will be having and he's bringing to the table are going to rival other competitors. And it really is important that because of that, that we understand the target audience, the research has been done, and actually what their needs are. If you remember an awful long time ago, what did he say? He said, if there's a need for it, we will develop it. That is knowing your target audience. If there's no need for it, then they're not going to spend their time developing something and targeting it to people if there really isn't a need for it. So that research initially is very important, because you are going into a landscape with competitors, and it's essential that you go, no. Business plans. Hang on a second, guys. Let me just put a background on a second. Okay, there you go. Also, another one then is you need to have a clear business plan, a clear roadmap outlining your goals, strategies, and financial projections is very important. For us, I think it is important that we put that into goals. Okay, that's really what I think we should be looking at, is that we put what I've just said there into what are our goals, what are our objectives of what we are trying to achieve with our online business. The reason I'm saying that is because, hang on a second as well. The reason I'm saying that is, Jean is just messaging. Yeah, okay, Jean, I've got that. Let me sort that out at the same time as well. Multitasking. We obviously don't want to have lots of negative people on here. There you are. Okay. See you later. That's that done. Thank you for that, Jean. The reason that we need to have a clear business plan roadmap is really for your goals, strategies, and your financial projections. Everybody is going to have a different place that they are trying to get to financially. It might be, for instance, it might be $100 a week that you want to get out of the business. It might be $1,000 a week you want to get out of the business. It might be $100,000 a week you want to get out of the business. Wherever that strategy is going is what you need to focus on for yourselves. Everybody else is going to be different. Everyone else is going to have different goals of what they are trying to achieve. And do you know something? That's absolutely fine. One size certainly doesn't fit all. And this is another beauty about what business we are going to have into the next phase, because the unlimited ability to be able to achieve what you want to achieve is going to be there. This is what is another thing, another dimension of the new business that is going to set us aside from others out there, other competitors. Why? Because of that unlimited ability that is going to be there. Niche selection is also part of your strategy and business planning. Why? Because if you choose a specific area of expertise or product type that you can focus on and can help you stand out and target it specifically to that audience, then you are going to stand a much better chance of you being successful with that product sale. What do I mean in layman's terms? Okay, if you've got, let's go back to OConnect with what that was. Okay, that was a specific product targeting a specific audience for a specific need. Okay, we are going to have lots of these different products that are very specific for people's needs. If you target people with those specific needs of what you are trying to deliver them, then you will have a much better chance of making a sale, rather than being a broad product list, okay, and blanketing many people. You are better off being very specific about what you are trying to do with that product. Okay, right the way down to the wordings within the website of the sales, the keywords, the strategies, everything is going to be targeted towards that one product that you are trying to sell. And that is better because people are actively going to search for that specific that you are then offering people to buy. If you said, we've got lots of things, lots of you are going to like it, come and have a look. That is not specific, is it? That is as a whole. That is not going to help you make a sale. Again, these are things that you can think about. These are things that you can really help to develop within your own websites, within the wordings of what you are trying to achieve. The more specific you are, the more niche you are with what you are trying to achieve, the better you are going to make sales on the products and services. This is not me making this up. This is what has been proven. It is what is part of your planning and strategy with an online business. A unique value proposition. Never heard about it until I started researching it. A UVP for short. This is what makes your business stand out. What is unique about your the real unique parts of it? Those are the things that you should concentrate on within the specifics of your targeting of who want to buy it. Why is that a good thing for us? It's a good thing already from experience of products that we've seen from Ashmufara, that they are unique, that they are very different from what is out there in the marketplace. And I firmly believe that what we are going to see into the next phase are still going to have that uniqueness moving forward. Putting your websites together, and when you are going out there to sell from a resale point of view, these are the things that you should be thinking about. What is the unique part of what I am selling to somebody else? What is the niche part, the unique part of it that stands it head and shoulders above something else? That is part of your sales strategy, your marketing strategy, to highlight those things so that people notice something different. I'll give you an example. Let's talk about a mobile phone, right? What is the thing that Apple say about their new release phone? What do they specifically do when they have this release? They always focus on the new unique part of this one that this phone does that nobody else's does, and we've got it. That's what they specifically focus on, because it's unique, because it's different, because it's something that somebody else got. What are they doing? They are pointing out this does it, others don't, without even having to say that. That's what makes it unique. This is what makes it desirable. And this is why it is really important, okay, that when you are out there trying to resell the product that you will have within the next phase, that's what you focus on. What makes it different? What makes it something that stands out from your competitors? And the last one in this section is business goals. Setting clear and measured goals for your online business, such as brand awareness, customer engagements, and sales, really is important part of those goals. Obviously, everybody wants to have a financial goal. Everybody wants to have their own success within their business. But if you clearly set out what those goals are. And they have to be measured goals. Okay. What does measured goals mean? It means setting out in stages to say, for instance, let's give it a financial goal. I want to earn 100,000, okay, a month out of my online business. For example, you can't just go straight out there and say, I want to earn 100,000 a month off my online business. Are you likely to succeed with having that goal from the off? And the real answer to that is no, because it's not a measured goal. It is too far away down the line. You've only just begun. So it is unrealistic to think that you are certainly going to go into a stage of earning 100 grand a month from the off. So you need to give yourself measured, smaller targets of goals that you can achieve and get to before you move on to another measured goal. So I would be saying to myself, I want to make, in my first month, I want to make 5 sales. And 5 sales is going to give me, for example, $200 in my first month. That is my first goal. That's exactly where I want to be. In my first month, 5 sales and have $200 of commissions off my first month. That's a measured goal. So what do you do for month 2? You say, I want to double that. That's my goal for next month, to double what I did in month 2. So instead of having 5 sales, you've now gone, I'm going to have 10 sales this month. And instead of earning $200, guess what? You're earning $400. Again, these are measured goals. And if you continue with having these measured goals over your period of time, guess where you're going to get to? The big goal that you've all had at the end of the day. But you've done it in stages that you know and you find that you can actually achieve within the boundaries of what is measured as acceptable. Not pie in the sky, not something that is unattainable, but things that are really within your own grasp, something that you can really get hold of and go for, but you are still building your business as you are going along. Very, very important that you make sure that those measured goals for your online business are part of your sales targets. It's also important that you have that brand awareness, of what your business is all about. Okay. And more importantly, engage with your customers. It's not just about a sale. A sale is a sale. Don't get me wrong. You are going to make money off a sale. But having a continued sale off that one customer on a regular basis is way more important. This is something that gives you more of a residual income because you've got a same customer rebuying something on a regular basis. So how do you get customers to be rebuyers of your products and services? Very easily. Customer engagement, spending time with maybe sorting problems out, having regular updates, corresponding on a regular basis with your customers is extremely important into the success of your online business. Because let's face it, they have choices of where they can go to buy things. Yes, yours might be more unique than somebody else, and yes, the price point is happy and all the rest of it, but there is also plenty of competition out there. So you have to give customers another reason for them to buy from you. And if you get the connection of your customer and yourself, that they feel comfortable, they feel that you're reliable, they like the service, they like the products, then you stand a much better chance of having resales of either the product that they have already bought or new products that come online that you can resell them. Rather than just going, yay, I've got a sale, let's go somewhere else. Let's go on to the next person, and disregarding these people that have paid money and bought the product from you. Having that interaction, having that ability to be able to correspond, interact with your customers is so, so important. We will get into that later on down the line. Anyway, for now, guys, that is only part one, okay, of what is needed in business online to be successful. There is another three categories that I'm going to go over, that I'm going to bring to the table, of how you can make your online business successful. If you instigate the things that I'm talking about within your own business and you break them down, it will certainly help you to be successful. Anyway, guys, that's it from me for today. I'll see you all tomorrow, and we'll bring you the part two of this little bit of information that I'm bringing to you at the moment. Okay, guys, thanks very much, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye for now.